transition. Speaking of hotties with bodies, I want to give a shout out to the winner of the local Miss America pageant. A beautiful woman, biologically born a male, just won the pageant. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is this is the first time that they've allowed trans people to compete as women in this competition.
Yeah. And
we are currently 1 for 1.
Nice. She's a fucking rocket.
She's a rocket?
Absolutely just a rocket.
Some bouncers at some bars might not see it that way.
Oh, yeah. Imagine fresh off the Miss America. Let's go celebrate at whatever this place was. And then they're
yes.
No.
So the girls
not for any money.
The girls about 3 bills.
Yeah.
Probably 280.
I will say, craziest thing in the whole thing is probably, and maybe this is debatable, but not the worst looking of them all.
Is that true?
There
she was like really big.
I know. I mean, I'm kind of joking, obviously,
woman.
but
no, there was worse. There was not worse looking ones.
But they were all like, dude, it was like a pageant of 6s.
They weren't hot. There was a few.
None of them were even like, you're like, because I guess this is the feeder for the Miss America, but you're like, none of them were Miss America.
The feeders, they're coaches.
Yeah, her coach. But like, you're like, they're all 6s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were, I agree.
It was like Miss 6 America. 680.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But this one beautiful woman.
Because like you look at you go like, who should have won this? And I go like, I don't know.
I'd like to see the losers. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I did. And I go like, who should have won? And I'm like, I don't know.
No, those were the girls from other cities, weren't they?
No, those were all the girls from that
she beat
in the
and
Miss Dairy.
Some people are saying it's rigged, and the judges, wanted to pick someone that's trans, which, in my opinion, they'd just being sore losers.
Yeah, I mean,
when someone transitions
could
to
you
woman,
even know?
The person's never been in a beauty competition in their life.
Yeah,
they were a male their whole life. Just decided to, I'm going to become a woman, enter a beauty competition. Waltzes into beauty competitions.
Yeah.
Destroys in first competition they've ever participated in.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a hero. And do you know what I was kind of thinking?
Won a scholarship.
Good for
her. Good for her.
Good for her. Do you know what's pretty funny? Yeah, look up the photo if you haven't. Or Tony, put the photo up there.
Tony, put it up.
Tony, put the photo up there. Do you know what's funny is I was thinking that, how like the trans people are winning all these sorts of competitions?
Yes.
And everyone is kind of like, yes, how obviously half the people are not, but like, and everyone's like, they're so beautiful or whatever.
10% of people are like, yes. And then...
So I feel like Americans watch trans people in competitions the way that Russians have to watch Putin play basketball or hockey.
Yeah, hockey. Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like, you do not, like, just before the game, everybody's like you go to like Sergei Fedorov and you're like, hey, just so you know. Like, don't try and like stick check him and steal the puck or anything. That's not a good idea.
Isn't that what it is though?
Of course.
Like legitimately the same, and it's the same repercussions. Like, so when Putin plays hockey, they get all these NHL guys and he just destroys them, right?
He puts up 10 goals a game.
That's like what the trans people winning the competitions is like. And then imagine you let him score more points on you and then the judge is like, oh, Putin again wins, and then you want to speak up. So that won't be good for you. You know what I mean?
No.
If you're the girl that the trans person beats you and you want to speak up, that won't be good for you.
No. But I mean,
it's very similar.
I will say though, it's like this is certainly different, and like I care way less than like the sports stuff.
I could give less of a shit about
because
this,
the sports stuff is still like an objective thing where you go like who had the best time or whatever.
Of course.
And then this is just like Miss Butterface 2023. I don't give a shit who wins this thing.
Also, they announced that trans people in San Francisco are going to get like a guaranteed basic income for being trans.
I know, and there was 97 different possible pronouns, and one of them was FTX.
What? No, it wasn't.
Swear to God.
What was? Oh my God.
Yeah, there's all these different ones, and then one of them was MTX, one of them was FTX.
Well, you'd have to be a moron to live in San Francisco and not collect your fucking $15,000 a year just by saying that you got a different pronoun.
Yeah.
Yo, but that is one of those things where everyone's like, there's like a big social incentive for people to be trans and be like, and now there's a big financial incentive.
I think this was
funny.
But I think this is like they want this. So I think they need just signatures. Like, I don't think you're actually getting the money yet. they're trying to pass it or whatever.
I hope it goes through because
Me
it's
too.
hilarious.
I'm moving to San Francisco.
I'm moving to
San Francisco.
Hello. That would be a good movie plot line where a guy needs like 12 G's because he owes like a gambling bookie a bunch of money.
Yeah.
So he has to what was the guy that he was on the lam from the police and he dressed up like a girl, the old guy
Robert Durst.
Robert Durst.
Yeah.
It's that he owes like 12 grand exactly to the government and he has 1 year to pay it. So he has to, yes, but can he live like a woman enough to convince the government to give him his check?
Yeah.
Rob Schneider becomes trans.
Rob Schneider is a trans.
Yeah. Trans
You don't even have to live as a
pay.
woman. Some of these things are like nobody knows what they are. What the fuck is FTX?
That would be cool. Yeah, you come in, you go, I'm FTX, and you go, how can you prove it? You go, here's some of Danny's money. You got to hold up a bill.
I identify as not bankrupt.
Yeah.